this is Amber and I'd like to welcome you to another craft fair video. Thank you so much for joining me. So in today's video, I'm showing you my third craft fair idea for the season. We have created these vision or memory boards. I haven't decided what exactly I'm calling them yet, but I'm sure you'll see in the title of the video. These are so easy to make and you'll never believe what I used to make them. And they're all double-sided. We're just keeping them super simple, just plain boards like this, double-sided with the cute ribbon to hang, just like that. But they each come with a little goodie kit like this and a package of the faux Polaroids. There's 6 of them in here. And then we also included some of the push pins. So let me go ahead and show you everything I used to make these, and then I'll show you what we put in the goodie packs. Let's go ahead and get started. So I used this Paige Evans collection and it's called Blooming Wild. And you can use any collection you want. You can use single-sided paper, double-sided, it doesn't matter. But I use this paper pad here, and it also comes with a bunch of embellishments and chipboard pieces, and so we kind of utilized all of that. So this is what you use to make the actual memory board, and I'm going to give you a close-up. Yes, these are cake boards, and I chose to use the 10 by 10 cake boards. And I got these at Hobby Lobby, but you can order them on Amazon and I'll link them below. These were $2.99 and you get 6 of them. Takes 3 boards to make one of the memory boards. So you can get 2 memory boards out of 1 pack. For each of the memory boards, you need 2 pieces of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. So I chose these 2 designs. I think they're really pretty. And you need 3 of the 10 by 10 cake boards. So we're starting out with 2 cake boards. So I'm gonna turn them to this side. So the first thing we need to do is glue these 2 together. I'm gonna add Scor Tape to the edge of both of these and fill a little bit in the middle. So I'm using my 1/2 inch Scor Tape. You can use your 1/4 inch or whatever you have. I also have like 2 inch Scor Tape and you could use that too. So I'm just gonna fill a couple in the middle. And then do the same for this one. Of course, press that Scor Tape down with my bone holder. And then we're gonna release the backing and we're gonna actually stick both of these together so they make one thick cake board. Because once you have the 3rd one on, you'll have 3 layers and the width will be 3. So when you put your push pin through it, it's not gonna pop out the other side. This is gonna have plenty of layers for it to go in and stay within the 3 layers of the cake board. Because otherwise you're gonna put it in and it's gonna pop out the other side and like scratch your wall or scratch you, and we don't want that. So that's why I'm using 3 layers. So now that they're both sticky, I'm just gonna try to line these up as straight as possible. So just lay these right on top of each other and line them up as straight as possible. So now I just wanna press it down so they're nice and glued together, both sides. Okay, so now we have these 2 glued together and this one. And the reason I glued these 2 together is because we're going to wrap our paper around this, and if we only did it on this one and the middle one stayed unwrapped, we would see like that corrugated core. So as you can see, some of these I started and didn't do that, so you can kind of see that middle piece. But the way we're gonna do it is it's gonna be nice and wrapped with the scrapbook paper, so you won't see that. I'm gonna use this one first, and we're just gonna lay our 12 by 12 paper out just like this. And now that you have these two glued together, you're just gonna add just a little bit more Scor Tape. You don't have to use a lot here, you just want it to kind of stick to the paper, but it's gonna be wrapped around, so you really don't have to have a bunch of Scor Tape. So I'm just doing 3 strips, just so I can secure it to that paper in a minute. And now you're gonna take your double layered cake board and you're gonna center it the best you can on the back of this paper. So I'm gonna try and center this the best I can. You can use your craft mat if you want, so you can make sure it's straight. So I just centered that on the paper and I want it to glue down and I want it to really be stuck down. So now what you have is this, and here's the front. So we're gonna wrap this paper around to clean up those edges, but the first thing before we do that is go ahead and grab your scissors and you're gonna angle all the corners. So what I mean by that is you're just gonna take it and you're gonna cut it like this. Just make sure from this tip of this corner to the edge of your paper, about 1/16 of an inch. You don't wanna get it too close because then this corner will be exposed. Just gonna do that now for all the corners. So now that I've sliced off all the corners, you just wanna gently bring this up and kind of bend to make these bend up, just with the edge of your cake board. So I've just kind of bent these all up to make them easier to fold in. And we're gonna once again take our Scor Tape, or you can use your wet glue, and I'm going to add Scor Tape to the edge of each of those flaps. So now there's adhesive on all the corners. Do is just kind of work this against the edge of the cake boards and gently bring it over and press it down. And then use your bone folder to burnish it down. So you're gonna do this for all the edges, but just be really gentle because you don't want your paper to rip. So I'm doing my next one. And you can kind of see how this is coming along. So now I'm gonna do that. And then my third one. And then the last one. This is the most satisfying thing to do, I promise you. So here's the back and then here is the front. And I cannot even describe to you how satisfying this is. Look at those edges and how professional this looks. It's so beautiful. If you have any paper sticking up here, just take your bone folder and kind of squish it down like that. So now we're gonna do the exact same thing for this sheet of paper and your last cake board. So this is only gonna be one layer, but we're gonna do the same. We're just gonna add a little bit of Scor Tape to the top, and the top is the shiny white part, just to secure it onto the paper when we go to center it. So once you have your two pieces all wrapped, I'm gonna take the one that's double layered and I'm just gonna turn it around. I'm gonna get the edges really well and fill in the middle just a little bit. So I ran out of my 1/2 inch, so I'm gonna use my 1/4 inch. So I'm just gonna start out and just remind myself where the top is. So the top is right here. So I'm gonna start out by just releasing that top Scor Tape where the top of my memory board is gonna be. And then I'll release the two sides also. So I'm using this gingham ribbon and I'm using 18 inches. So here was the top of the back of our board. So I'm gonna turn it like this so I can work closer. And this is the side and here's the top. So I'm just gonna take about 1 inch of the ribbon and I'm gonna lay it right there, about 1/2 inch from the edge and right on the top, just like that, about 1 inch down. Then I'm gonna place the other side the exact same way. We're just gonna add another layer of the strong adhesive right over the ribbon so it stays nice and secure. And if you're using wet glue, you're just gonna take a piece of like cardstock and fill it with wet glue and place it over this just for an extra layer of glue over that ribbon. So I've released all of the backing on the tape and our ribbon is double secured. You're just gonna have this to where your top is up here now and bring in your back covered page and you're just gonna line this up and glue it down. So press this really good to make sure it's all glued down. And it's such a fun and easy project. So now that we have the back glued on there, our cute little memory board is all done and it's super strong and the edges are all finished. You can't see any of the corrugated cardboard and it's super cute and so nice in the hands and it feels so smooth and sturdy. I love it. And when you hang this on the wall, the little push pins go right through and this is thick enough again so they don't come out the back. And you can reverse this and do whatever you want. So let me show you the little kit that we made to go with this. So included in the kit are 6 of these cute little faux Polaroids. So here's the ones that we made for this one. So again, each of the kits gets 6 of these. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is to make. These are so cute. They're meant to be little faux Polaroids to where you can mat your picture right here on the decorative part and then journal down here. So let me show you quickly how to make these. So you're just gonna need a piece of cardstock that's either white or cream that measures 3 inches across by 3.5 up and down. And then you're gonna need a piece of scrapbook paper that measures 2.5 by 2.5. So I've already added adhesive to the back and then you're just simply gonna center this at the top. And that leaves this little retro Polaroid area down here. That is so easy. And then you have yourself some cute faux Polaroids. Aren't they so adorable? And of course we use the same paper collection so they go with the memory boards. And that's how easy the Polaroids are. So let me show you everything that comes in the little kits that we made. So each of the memory boards comes with a cute little kit that we included. We made the kit so it's not overwhelming. If somebody wants to give this to a non-crafter, this is the whole point. It's super easy and just very minimal. So first of all, they get 6 of the faux Polaroids that I just showed you, and I'll link all the clear bags that we used, but in here is 6 of those Polaroids. And then they get the cutest little cup full of push pins. So this little cup comes in those packages like for your sauce or dip just at Dollar Tree or wherever. You could pretty much buy them anywhere, like in the Ziploc section. So we included that with a piece of chipboard from the collection, and I thought that was pretty cute. So here's a close-up. So in here, we added the cute little push pins. So there's like 2 velvet ones and then 4 crystal ones. And I got both of those packs at the Dollar Tree. Here's the package right here. It's a Jot brand, and you get 30 push pins. So these are in like the school supply and like pens and office section in Dollar Tree, and I've never not seen them there. So that's a great deal. You get 30 from the Dollar Tree. So again, we're including 6 with each of these little boards. And then we included a little kit full of goodies. So these are all the goodies that we put in these simple little packs that we're gonna include with the memory board. So we did 6 inches each of some beautiful lace. So we have the purple one, this cute one. So just go in your stash and see what you have, and then just cut 6 inches for each of the little kits. Here's a white one. Here's some scalloped like vintage eyelet lace. So pretty. We did some pink satin ribbon, pink sheer ribbon, and this beautiful plum satin ribbon. So those are all the trims. And then we did a few of these cute little pom-poms. And I believe I found these at Michael's or Hobby Lobby a while ago. I had a pack of them. So you can use whatever you have. You don't have to use the same stuff that I'm using. This is just giving you ideas. But you can just put a few things in. There was chipboard that came with this collection. So we included some pieces of those, some squares, and these little decorative pieces, and then 3 of the cute circles. So some cute chipboards there. And then I had the ephemera packs. So each of the pack gets a couple large pieces that you can do some journaling on, and then a few of the die cuts. So that's what is in that little pack. And now I'm going to show you how I would decorate one. I'm not going to glue anything down or anything, but I'm just going to kind of lay it out and show you kind of what our vision was for these little memory boards. So what we had was just a simple idea, and that's how we kept the embellishments in the little packs very simple, is just that whoever gets this can kind of decorate with their full Polaroids. And then they can add photos or whatever they want. And then these photos, of course, have room for journaling down here. So each of the pins would go into the Polaroid, so they're kind of hanging, clipped in with the pin. So I would just add some cute little embellishments anywhere, and you could glue this down with wet glue or a hot glue gun. They could even take more push pins and just stick it in there like this. This is just meant to be super casual. Of how the board can be decorated. We're gonna have one decorated and hanging so they can see what they're getting. And I think these would just be so fun for somebody to receive as a gift and just kind of do some minimal crafting. And it's double-sided. They could take the pins out and change the design. And so that's why we just included some very simple, cute little things. So I'll show you how we're gonna package up the whole thing. Okay, so I packaged it all up, and this is what it looks like. And I did use a 12 by 12 size, so I'll link it below. And I just used it so there's more room in here because of this bulky thing right here. We're gonna have them all lined up on display, packaged up just like this. And of course with our example one hanging on the wall behind us. So for the pricing, we're gonna be selling these at our craft fair for $12 each or 2 for $20. so much for watching my craft fair series. I hope that you're enjoying it, and I hope that you'll try out this project. It was so much fun and so easy, and you could really do a lot of things with these. You don't have to sell them at your craft fair. You can give them as gifts or do whatever you want. So I'll be back in the next couple days with my next craft fair series project, and I really think you're gonna love it. I hope you give this one a try, and all the links are gonna be below. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Thanks again for watching. Bye.